Yo, what's going on, guys? Sport Fanatic, and I am back with another video. So it's been a little while since I have posted, probably a month. I'm very tired. It's about 11:10 at night. Florida Gators and Miami Hurricanes just had one of the most bizarre games I've seen in the past couple years. So I gave two predictions on this game in total. Well, actually, three. One on my Florida schedule preview, one on my Miami schedule preview, and one just on my overall Florida Miami breakdown, which is the which is the prediction that I ended up going for. And I had Florida winning in all three predictions, and I was right. But Miami, I did not expect this game to be this close, and I did not expect Miami to dominate Florida in categories that I did not think Florida would be dominated in. You know, Miami fans have convinced themselves over the break from football to this season that they were going to defeat the Florida Gators, and they turned out to be wrong. But I'm not going to bang on Miami fans today because they were right about their team. Their team is for real. They played well. Their young quarterback had a very nice game, and I wouldn't be surprised if Miami was facing Clemson I'm so tired I can't even think, in the ACC championship game later on at the end of the year. But Felipe Franks did not play well. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Both those picks, I believe, were inside the last 7 minutes of the game. He threw a really dumb pick with 4 minutes left in the game. Franks did not play good in crunch time. He was talking to Miami fans. I'm like, Felipe, you are not good enough to be talking. I believed in you coming into this game. You were not able to succeed. You are a Dan Mullen creation. That does not mean that you cannot improve and become better. I really hope that you can. I really think that you can. Our running backs did decent. Our wide receivers did nice. Our wide receivers made some nice plays, especially Kadarius Toney, who's basically kind of like an OBJ version 2, except without the off-the-field issues. He plays a lot like him, turns nothing into a 66-yard touchdown pass like he did today against Miami to kick off the game for Florida. But Miami played very well. DJ Dallas played well, broke some tackles. Florida and Miami were both pretty awful at tackling. Both coaching staffs I thought did well. Dan Mullen and Manny Diaz I thought did very well. But Miami did very well. They stood up with Florida for 4 quarters. I thought eventually, because there was a bunch of momentum shifts, I thought in the 4th quarter, right after that touchdown from Florida, that they were going to kind of separate from them. That did not happen. Miami did not stop bringing it to Florida. They did a very nice job out there. Manny Diaz came in with a great game plan, and Miami executed it. They faced adversity, and they did not quit. So props to Miami, and props to Miami fans. You guys deserve everything that I think is coming to you this season. I think you guys have the potential to be major voice crack, to be a top 20 team and being in the ACC championship game. I think you guys are that good. Neither team played very well. Florida didn't play well. Their cornerbacks were awful, did not live up to their potential at all. I mean, some of the worst pass interference plays I've ever seen, and they were the right calls. Florida did pass interference a ton, and I know there's going to be some Miami fans saying this should have been a call, this should have been a call, and Florida fans obviously aren't going to say anything because we won. If Miami would have won, Florida fans would have been saying, nah, this should have been called, this shouldn't have been called. It would have been the same exact thing. But one thing that we all can agree on is that was a fun, wild game. We are all along for the ride for it. You know, I'm usually not this tired by 11 o'clock. I am just emotionally exhausted from that 3 hours and 45 minutes of pure mayhem with momentum switches. That was a wild, fun football game, and both these teams have bright futures ahead of this season. I hope neither fan base gets discouraged, because both Miami and Florida have the potential to be potentially top 10 teams this year, both with great potential. But Miami fans, you guys were right to think that Miami was going to beat Florida because they came about 20 yards away from beating them. They came very close. That game could have easily gone Miami's way. You know, that's one of those games that if they played it 10 times, Miami would win 5, Florida would win 5. They are both very even football teams, especially right now. Manny Diaz was a great coach out there. He had terrific adjustments and really motivated his team to put him in a position to win. So Florida didn't play great. Miami didn't play great. Florida was able to get out the win. Usually in chaotic games like that, the better team finds a way to barely sneak out with the victory, and I think Florida right now is a little bit better team just because Dan Mullen has that extra year under his belt. But one thing this game proved is that these two teams are a lot more even than I thought. So well done, Miami. Good luck in your future. Florida, we got a lot of work to do if we're going to try to be a top 10 team. Obviously, I'm happy about the result because I'm a massive Florida fan. But I try to come at this from an unbiased perspective. I hope I did in my preview and prediction. I hope I did in this video. But one thing is, this is really, really good for college football to have a great game like this to kick off the year. So I know there's going to be Miami fans complaining and Florida fans complaining and people complaining all together. I know it wasn't a perfect game, but nothing resembles college football more than that. That was a fantastic football game. Momentum swings, terrible plays. That was a bunch of kids going out there and putting everything they have on the line, making mistakes, playing fast and loose, but in the end, every single person out there gave it their all, and we have to applaud them for that. So Miami fans, Florida fans, I think that we can come together as the two best teams in Florida and both have fantastic seasons. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I am back. My Andrew Luck video should be coming out right after this. It'll probably be out before you guys even see this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's have a great college football season, and peace.